caterpillar, also known as a southern flannel moth. And if you just saw this out, you just think someone left their blonde
Reality slips far away, fiction comes alive, we start to play. Hope is no more behind the closed door as we drift away from where we were before. Hope and hopelessness become one, it's all meaningless, we've already begun. Yup, we are all one and the same, never opposites, we play the same game.
Walk the line between hope and despair, running from the truth but it's already here. Told so many lies, I don't know if they can find me. Only one life to live, so choose wisely. Heads or tails, do you even know the side you're on? Doesn't really matter if it's on the same point. If you want to achieve, you gotta believe the time right now, there's the goal, is the key.
Hey, what's going on, people? Joe Sugman here, and yeah, just before I get into this video, just want to quickly say, obviously due to recent circumstances with the whole coronavirus thing, we have to stay inside. So I just wanted to tell people, you know, stay positive, keep your head up. I know it's annoying that we can't go outside, and yeah, it's just kind of put a stop to our everyday life, but we all get through this. You know, it's at the end of the world. We can get through this, definitely. Just stay positive, keep your head up, and yeah, man, better days are coming, definitely. But anyway, now to the video. Video today, obviously just to lift people's spirits up and whatnot. I'm doing something I'm not really too fond of, not gonna lie. I'm facing my fears. So I'm gonna be watching like a top 10, or is it 15? Anyway, a top whatever video of insects. Now everyone knows I don't like insects, and from the last video you'll know that I cringe at just seeing them on the screen. So yeah, I know you probably find it funny because it's like, how can this grown man be scared of insects? But listen, I don't care. My thing is, why do they look like that? They look, like just Anyway, let's get into this video. This is gonna be fun.
10 fam, hope you're having an awesome day. I'm your host Ayman Hassan and welcome back to another video. Now I legit think I'm allergic to insects, like I'm not even kidding. Every time I go out and there are a lot of flies around me, like my nose literally just starts getting really itchy and like cringy, and like my neck starts itching, and like I just feel like they're inside me. I just hate insects. So really for me, they're all for my nightmares. That's great. So hopefully I can get through this video without cringing the hell out and getting a runny nose.
I'm not gonna get through this at all.
Let's just do this. These are the top 10 scary insects that live in your nightmares, but they don't because they're all real. Starting off at number 10 is the screw fly, or its scientific name Hominivorax, which happily translates to man-eater, and they are. Found mostly in the Western Hemisphere, there are actually two types of this bug, the Old World version and the New World version, and clearly this is the new one for anyone that was confused. Now, an adult screw fly will literally lay 100 eggs on some warm-blooded animal with a wound, and unlike the Old World version, the New World ones lay 6 to 8 batches of eggs into one wound. Usually, the adult screw fly enter baby animals through their belly buttons, but only if they're newborn. They're just savage. No one is safe. The eggs hatch and then go for the wound and use their fangs to cut through the skin, and they'll keep going until they hit bone. They'll bite through your nerves, the bloodstream. They don't give a flying. The more you try to get rid of it, the deeper it'll burrow into you, which is just magnificent. I just love it. It just gets better and better. Unless you get it treated, they will literally keep feeding on you until you die. Thankfully, we aren't their first choice of meal, but an open wound is an open wound. Their jaws can easily cut through our skin and tissue as well, and there's no medication available for it other than maybe surgically removing the infestation or just dying, really. Coming in at number 9 is the tarantula hawk wasp. Can you just take in the name for a second? This bug is out here taking out tarantulas as its day job. Measuring at a whopping 5 centimeters, it's one of the biggest wasps on the planet. It's usually blue, black in color, with wings and obviously hooked claws, because screw us, right? Its stinger is nearly a full centimeter long, and it's basically just a flying injection, you guys. Even a baby tarantula hawk wasp has a super demanding diet. They eat spider meat, and so their mums try and go for the thickest spiders out there, and I'm talking thick with 2 C's, you guys. It's serious. They stroke their webs, making them think they've caught something, then they'll come out, get stung, get dragged back to the wasp's nest, and then the wasp will then inject her baby into its body, and the baby will eat it from the inside out. Thankfully, Basically, the adults only feed on nectar and berry juice and fruit, and only the females can sting. Apparently, as long as you don't provoke them and leave them alone, they won't sting you. Someone actually volunteered to be stung by one just to see how bad it was.
Why?
He scored it a 4 out of 4, saying it was traumatically painful, like a running hairdryer was dropped into his bubble bath. Honestly, say no more,
Dumbass.
say no
Why?
more. I'm not trying to
Why
interrupt
do
any
that?
flying injection bug that uses tarantulas as baby
Fuck
nurseries.
that, man.
That's
Like,
a
what?
hard no from me. No. No, 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 no. That was me karate chopping all the tarantula hawk wasps away, just in case you didn't know what that was. At number 8, we have the assassin bug or the kissing bug. And kiss, it
What is
definitely
that?
does not, unless you're talking about the kiss of death. Now, oh my god, just looks-wise, this insect is ugly. I'm sorry, but it is. It has 6 legs, it's got a round backside and 2 antennas, and is covered in just hairy fuzz. Not as much as a tarantula, but kind of the same vibe. And it also has this like snout sort of thing on its face, like a mosquito, you know, like a sucker of some kind. The assassin bug uses its straw-like mouth to inject its prey with a toxin that literally liquefies their insides. And then it sucks up all those liquefied organs and just enjoys it shamelessly. They're mostly found in the south of the US, and they definitely bite. They linger near their prey, mostly mammals, and yes, that unfortunately includes us as well. They like to bite us near our mouth and eyes, and that can cause us to have a lot of redness and swelling. And its feces can also spread a parasite that causes Chagas disease, which damages your major organs and could kill you. No. They hide between mattresses, so just stay away from there, and they're attracted to bright lights. So I've warned you guys, I've given you the info you need. Be smart, stay away from them. How many times will I cry in this video? Let me know. Filling our number 7 slot is the puss caterpillar, also known as a southern flannel moth. And if you just saw this out, you just think someone left their blonde toupee on the ground. It's just a hairy little thing which may look harmless, but it's actually one of the most venomous caterpillars out there. They're about an inch long and are covered in this fur fuzz that, according to Wikipedia, makes them look like a Persian cat. They do not look like Persian cats from any angle. They come in multiple colors and are mostly found in the eastern states of the US. And when they're young, their fur is a bit more curly, so I guess they're cuter. And when they get older, their black furry feet come out and they kind of look like bumblebee knockoffs. Now their class is so dangerous because this fur is actually made up of venomous spines that, if touched, leads to immediate skin irritation, bumps, swelling. People that have touched them have described the pain as similar to blunt force trauma or a broken bone. Now if the reaction is severe, it could lead to nausea,
Bro, it
chest
looks like a
pain, difficulty
flipping
breathing, like it gets bad. Oh my god, it's a bug. But the treatment is actually pretty funny. Within an hour of touching a puss caterpillar, if you have any of its spines on you,
Why
you
is
can
it called
remove
a
them by
puss
using
caterpillar?
scotch tape and putting on your arm and just ripping it off. DIY remedies. Now at number 6 is the tsetse fly, also known as tick-tick flies. These flies bite like a mofo and are mostly found in Africa. Looks-wise, they're usually brown or yellow, they have fat bellies, and they sort of look like shorter, stubbier mosquitoes. And like mosquitoes, they suck out your blood, but in a much more brutal way than a mosquito. Their mouths have tiny serrations all over it that they use to saw into your skin. But it's not just the sucking blood part that sucks about them, pun intended, didn't even realize. They're pesky creatures because they transmit diseases really easily, and the most common one being the sleeping sickness. It starts off with a bit of a headache, then a fever, your muscles start to ache, but as it gets worse, you'll start getting more tired. You'll experience a sudden personality change, your coordination will become poor, and you'll just be severely confused. And if you leave it untreated, it's fatal. In terms of prey, they usually target mammals found in the woodlands. The females stick to animals, but it's actually the males that usually attack humans. And sadly, despite being flies, they're not as easy to kill as house flies are. Like, why? Why is it so hard? They're physically tough, and it takes more than a fly swatter to end those hoes. We're gonna need an army, guys. We're gonna need an army. Coming in at number 5 is the Amazonian giant centipede. Commonly considered the world's largest species of centipede, they can grow up to 35 centimeters long. And if I saw this crawling on the ground, I wouldn't even try to kill it. I would just vomit or cry or both.
Forget
it's
that, I'm gone. If I see it, I'm going, running, 10 toes, running, I'm gone.
As carnivores, they feed on any animal they can kill, so it usually eats other smaller insects, you know, spiders, small reptiles like frogs or lizards, and at best, snakes and bats. Now, these centipedes sort of have conflicting personality traits. On the one hand, they're aggressive, aggressive, and on the other hand, they're nervous. So what that translates to is the centipede latching onto its predator's legs and biting it and hoping its venom will subdue or kill it. Now, it's fatal to most small animals and thankfully non-lethal to humans. A win for us, you guys. Only one person has ever died from an
It don't
Amazonian
matter
giant
if it's not
centipede
fatal. I'm
bite.
still
They
not
were 4
going
years
nowhere
old,
near
so
it.
I feel like the fact they were small had a part to play in it. And although it may not kill you, it still causes severe pain and swelling, fever, and just all-around weakness. And of course, if you're allergic to its toxins, then yeah, you're a goner for sure. Sorry about that. Allergies are a bummer. At number 4 is the bullet ant. Now, if you were to guess which insect has the most painful sting in the world, and you guessed the bullet ant, well, you'd be right. These ants are mostly found in rainforests in Nicaragua, the east of Honduras, and the south of Paraguay. They honestly look like regular ants. I couldn't really tell the difference at all, except they're hairier. Now, they're not aggressive ants per se, but they get super vicious when they're defending their nest. Like, they actually make a sound and then start stinging
the
you.
video
Now, people
footage.
have compared the pain of a sting to being shot. They said it feels like waves of burning, throbbing pain that doesn't let up for 24 hours. If you get stung, it's likely you'll start finding blood in your poop, and the sting has a paralyzing toxin in it as well, so really there's just nothing good going on here. There's apparently even a tribe in Brazil that uses them in their initiation rites to become warriors. They sedate 80 of them, then weave them into gloves made from leaves with the stingers facing inwards, obviously, and then the person has to wear them for 5 full minutes. To fully complete the initiation, they have to do this 20 times over the course of months or years. Can you imagine? I would actually die. I would die. I would straight up die. Filling our number 3 slot is the giant silkworm caterpillar, also known as the killer caterpillar. And I'm really worried that there are so many caterpillar, centipede-like insects on this list because I thought most of them were harmless. Turns out they're most definitely not. Now, this insect looks messed up and creepy, I'm not gonna lie. It's just ugly, I'm sorry. Looks-wise, they're around 4 to 5 centimeters long, and the actual bodies are green or brown, but what makes them creepy are all these tubercles they have coming out of them. They look like little leaves coming out of them, and they are detachable. In essence, the caterpillar is really just the larva of a giant silkworm moth, and it's their detachable hairs that make them super venomous. If you touch one or pick one up, the spine punches your skin really easily and releases its toxins into you. From there, it can cause blood leakage into the brain, and it won't even clot because the toxins have strong anti-clotting agents in them, which is just great because it also causes gangrene, hematoma, and before long the internal bleeding spreads throughout your whole body, which leads to brain death and compression. A total of 500 people have died from touching them, and honestly, you need about 20 to 100 of these spines injecting venom into you for you to actually die, so I guess the numbers are a bit on our side. And if you don't live in the area they're found in, then you're good. Like, if you're all the way in, like, Australia, you're all good. They have spiders. Now, at number 2 is the Asian giant hornet. Now, if you've watched my wasp nests that need to be destroyed series, then you've heard about these a million times, but oh my god, these little monsters are just lethal. Now, they're the largest species of hornet in the world, and although they're found throughout Asia, they're mostly located in Japan. And you know how with most animals and bugs, they won't really say anything to you unless you've provoked them? Well, that's not the case here. They will literally come for you. They're very aggressive. They're scared of literally nothing. They feed honeybees to their young, which means destroying whole hives in the process, which they're just fine with. If we do the numbers, one Asian giant hornet can tear 40 honeybees in half in less than a minute. Less than a minute, you guys. That is... I'm getting anxiety. There was a case where a swarm of the hornets attacked this 87-year-old Japanese grandma in a wheelchair, stung her more than 150 times in an hour, and then she died. Like, the Japanese death toll from these hornets are 40 people a year, and back in 2013, they injured 1,600 people in China. The stings usually result in cardiac arrest, but if they sting you enough times, your organs just start failing, and it's not a good time, I'd imagine. And finally, at number 1 is the Maricopa harvester ant. I know you're probably like, why there's an ant at number 1? Well, I mean, fair, but also it's the most venomous insect in the world. It's mostly found in Arizona, so sucks to suck, Arizona residents. I'm glad I'm not one of them. Its venom and sting is more than 20 times stronger than a honeybee's, and can last longer than 4 to 8 hours. The one interesting thing about the venom is that it contains this alkaloid poison that chemically alarms just all the other ants around in the vicinity to come attack. It takes about 12 stings to kill a rat, and it take about 350 to kill a human, which sounds like a lot. If they're all coming at you like an army, they can get to that number pretty damn quickly. And it's not even that 350 ants have to separately sting you. An ant will attach itself to you, then turn around so it can just repeatedly sting the shit out of you.
Bro,
So really,
I don't
the
like this
possibility
picture,
of like
bro.
a mere 35
Go
ants
away.
stinging you 10 times each looks very viable. They're usually a brownish color and are covered in tiny little hair-like follicles, and those pincer mouths they have, run for your life, people. Run for your lives. And that's it for today's list, guys. I don't know why I always end up with the insect-related videos, the wasp nest series, and now this. But honestly, I'm not even mad at it because it makes me learn a bunch, and now I just know which insects to stay away from at all costs. Let me know if you've ever encountered any of the ones on the list in real life. And what happened,
I don't
as
plan
I would
to.
love to know. As always, I'm your host, Eamon Hassan, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh boy, you know the maddest thing, yeah? And the music fits in with what I'm about to say, yeah? It stopped. But anyway, yeah, people always, like people that ain't scared of bugs, they're like, oh, how can you be scared of something so small? Did you hear that? Did you hear the stuff they were saying? Insects are not all of them, obviously, but insects are dangerous. So I'm just staying away from all of them. I don't need it. No, bro. That ant at the end, yeah, nah, man. And the thing is, yeah, that I don't understand how people can't be scared of insects. Did you hear all that? And look at them. Look at them. This is something I always say, yeah? I always say this as well. Yeah? Anyone who knows me knows that this is what I think. I would not be surprised if they're aliens. Call me crazy. I don't care. Think about it. Look at how they look. Nothing on this planet looks like insects. Nothing. They look... Oh, mate. I could go on with this. Bro. I mean, I did learn a lot. But to be honest, I'm not going near them anyway, so I'm always going to be safe from bugs because I don't go nowhere near them. I'm not going. There's certain places I'll never, ever go purely because they got big insects. I'm not on it. I'm just not on it. And I want the people. I'm scared of something. Leave me out. I don't care. Who calls me? Oh, you're being worse. I don't care. If I'm scared of something, I don't do it. I just don't do it. But yeah, anyway, people. Oh man, I'm feeling itchy now and all sorts. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I certainly didn't. But yeah, remember to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, until the next video, peace out. Stay safe.